What if one column could tell you exactly how many customers are in your Salesforce report without filtering, without grouping, without formula field? Just a clean calculated number sitting right there in your data. That's where row level formulas in Salesforce reports do. And once you see how simple the setup is, you'll wonder why you've never used it before. Row level formulas are about getting smarter answers from your data. But here's a question I typically get from teams, which is they come to me asking why their email conversion is low despite sending high volume of emails. And when we run the audit, it comes back to the same thing over and over again, which is most of their emails aren't even going to inbox, but they're landing in spam or promotion. And the problem here is you can't even see your delivery rate in Salesforce because Salesforce doesn't want you to see to keep its business with you. So to find your email delivery rate and learn how you can get it to the highest for free, you want to book yourself a free deliverability call using the link in the description below so that your marketing efforts are increasing sales, not spam. So let's start by building a simple report to work with. Navigate to the Reports tab in the Salesforce and click New Report. Select Accounts as your report type and click Start Report. In the Report Builder, click Filters on the left panel and confirm you have data populating in the preview. For this example, the report is showing a list of accounts, account name, owner, account type, and last modified date. Simple setup. This is exactly the kind of report where row level formulas shine. Here's where it gets interesting. We want to add a calculated column, specifically one that flags whether each account is a customer so we can count them up at the bottom of the report without changing the report layout at all. Click Outline on the left-hand panel. Under the column section, click the down arrow to expand the column options. Select Add Row Level Formula from the dropdown. This opens the Formula Builder, and this is where you define what calculations you want to run on each row. In the column name field, type customer, set the output type to number, set the decimal place to 0. We only need whole numbers here. Now we're going to write the actual logic. The goal is if an account type is customer, output the number 1. If it's anything else, output 0. Then we'll sum that column to get a total customer count. Before we write the if statement, there's one important thing to know, and this is the part most people miss. In the Fields panel on the left side of the Formula Builder, search for type and click Insert to add it to the formula area. The type field is Picklist in Salesforce. To compare a Picklist value against plain text, you need to wrap that field in a text conversion first. Otherwise, the formula will throw an error. If the formula logic is starting to feel a bit technical, don't worry. You can book a call with me using the free link in the description below so I can help you out as well. Now, in the Functions panel, search for if and select the logical if function. Click Insert to add the if function to your formula. The if functions take 3 parts separated by commas: the logical test, the value if true, and the value if false. Your completed formula should look like this. If text type equal customer, 1 or 0, break it down. Text type converts the picklist to text. We then check if it equals customer exactly as it appears in Salesforce. If true, the row outputs 1. If false, it outputs 0. Click Validate to check the formula for errors. You should see a green check mark in the lower left corner. Once validated, click Apply. You'll now see the new customer column in your report, showing a 1 next to every customer account and a 0 next to everything else. Now let's make it actually useful by summing up that column so we get a total count at the bottom of the report. Click the down arrow next to the customer column header. Select Summarize from the drop-down options. Choose Sum. Click Run at the top right of the report builder to run the report. At the top of the report, you'll now see a total, a clean count of every customer account in this data set. No grouping, no filters narrowing your view. Just one calculated number sitting right where you need it. This is a small thing that makes a big difference. Sales managers can see customers count at a glance without an admin building a separate dashboard widget every time the question comes up. Let's look at the second use case, calculating how many days have passed since each account was last modified. This is great for spotting stale records or triggering re-engagement. One thing to know, you can only have one row level formula active per report at a time. We'll be editing the formula we just built. Click the down arrow next to the customer column header, clear the existing formula, and update the column name to days since modified. The calculation we want is today's date minus the last modified date. That gives us the number of days elapsed. In the Fields panel, search for last modified date and click Insert. In the formula area, type today and a minus sign before the last modified date field. So your formula reads today hyphen last modified date. Click validate. You'll hit an error here, and this is actually a useful one to understand. The error says it is expecting a number or date, but it received a date time. That is because last modified date is stored as a date time field in Salesforce, and the formula is expecting a plain date. The fix is a date value function, which strips the time component and gives you just a date. In the function panel, search for date value and click insert. Wrap the last modified date field inside the date value function, so your formula reads today parentheses minus date value parentheses last modified dates. Click validate. You should now see the green check mark. Click apply. Your report now has days since modified column showing exactly how many days have passed since each account was touched. In this example, you might see numbers like 864, which is pretty clear signal that some of these accounts needs attention. Now, if you're using account engagement to run email campaigns to any of these accounts, now just bear in mind, none of these work we did together will translate into any revenue if after all that, the email to your prospects end up in their spam. So if you haven't booked yourself a free call using the link in the description below, here's how you can find out what your email delivery is for free. Which is you want to go to emailmob.com and you want to click on free rules to then click on free deliverability tests. Now, once you're in, you want to copy these email addresses and you want to go to your Gmail or Outlook to send a test email from your company's domain. Then you want to click on check email deliverability. If your score is 85% or above, you're all good. You don't need to worry about anything. But if it's anything lower, that means you have a delivery issue. That means most of your emails will end up in spam, which is not where you want to be. But don't worry, just book yourself a free consultation using the link in the description below so I can walk you through exactly what you need to do to get your score to the highest so that your emails are increasing sales, not spam. And if you enjoyed the video, then you want to hit the like button and subscribe so I can make more videos for you so that you can make the best of Salesforce for your business to maximize its growth.